All right, welcome back. We have start a civil term this week in Horry. We're starting a double murder trial in Georgetown today. So it's a busy week, and part of that is I'm hoping if I get out of here around lunchtime to go to a friend of mine's funeral. Um, So Scott Joye is he's 60 years old. I was about to say a young man, but 60-year-old guy that is from our area. He was a law clerk to Judge Floyd, and that's kind of how he and I became close. You know, judges, when they come through, they'll have somebody sitting on the bench with them, and that person has got a really important job. They sit back, and when the judge is hit with 3 or 4 different cases, Judge, you can't rule that way. State versus Miller says so and so. That law clerk is there while the judge is interacting with the plaintiff and the defendant, or the prosecutor and the defendant. He is there looking up that case to see if it says what the party says it says. So I was the law clerk to Judge Floyd in 1998, 1997, and Scott Joye was a law clerk for him a few years before that. And there's been a lot of the guys that are in and around Horry and Georgetown counties that clerked with Judge Floyd. So that was kind of fraternity. When I came to work in the solicitor's office in 1998, Ralph Wilson was the solicitor, and he got defeated in the election, and then we had quite a bit of turnover. The new solicitor, Greg Hembry, sat down and talked with me and decided to keep me, and from there he said, well, we need some people to replace these people that have already left. So I was able to reach out to Will Andrew, who came to work with us, Alicia Richardson, who came to work with us, Bo Bryan, all of these guys that you'll know their names and their locals. But I also called Scott Joye, who was a prosecutor in Beaufort. The judges rotated around a lot more than they do today, and his time was spent in Beaufort, and that's who offered him a job. So Scott was a prosecutor in Beaufort for a few years. Then he was moving back to our area. So I called him and asked him would he come to work with us. And I still remember he said, Jimmy, I'd love to, but I'm really going to try private practice. I've got a lot here, and I want to set up and see if I can do it on my own. So he set up shop right where Highway 17 turns into Merle's Inlet, and that is the Inlet Law Group, but that is Scott Joye and Reischer and Napier. Those guys, Scott started right there, and then he brought in really great attorneys to work with him, and they did a lot of work in Merle's Inlet. Scott really focused on DUI cases in Georgetown and sort of went around and taught. I tell you all that because today is Scott's funeral. Scott passed away Thursday, and he was out of state, so they took a while to bring him back in. But a lot of times people will get this extremely mixed up, and if you don't catch another thing from this, when we go to court as prosecutors, we go to court to represent the citizens of Horry and Georgetown counties. We fight as hard as we can. The guy on the other side, the defense attorney, is there to do the best that he can also for his client. His everything is for his client. My everything is for the citizens of Horry and Georgetown counties. So we're adversarial. Scott and I have tried several murder cases together, and we have had some really heated arguments, but it's because I'm representing the, the people of Horry and Georgetown counties, and Scott is representing that one client accused of murder. So when people get mixed up and say, well, they're friends, this is a game, it is not. I do the very best I can, he does the very, very best he can while we're in there. But what we have really made an emphasis of here is this is an adversarial system, but we don't want to be adversaries. We don't want to hate each other. Let me tell you, people always compare it to professional wrestling. A better sport analogy is the pitcher pitching to the batter is on different teams. The batter does not hate the pitcher. The pitcher does not hate the batter. They are not there to take away their livelihood. They are there to get a hit or to strike somebody out. When that series is over, you may see him with a good hit go over and point to the first base and give him a thumbs up. It doesn't mean that we have tried to give him a hit. What it means is you've earned it, you've done a good job. That is what we really work for. I am hurt that Scott has passed away, what I believe is at an early age. I think, he got it. He was not a true believer. He was not somebody that would burn bridges. He was not somebody that would fall on the sword either. He was somebody that would come in, do his job, work very hard. And when you understand that, there shouldn't be these ill will and hard feelings. So anyway, Scott Joye, rest in peace to your family and your office family that is left behind. I hope you find comfort, and we look forward to the celebration of life today at Blaine Church at 3 o'clock. I will come back next week and update you on the double murder case in Georgetown.